quick intro. This guy says that the Prophet Muhammad was not a pedophile. I've watched the video over, and so I know what he's gonna say. I show us that he did not have sex with a 6-year-old. He had sex with a 13-year-old at the age of menstruation, which is just as worse. Sorry for the mop of hair.
A lot of people who do not know the person of Prophet Muhammad speak very ill of Prophet Muhammad. And this is due to the fact that a lot of mispropaganda and wrong information and lies and rumors have been spreading around. And especially now they're saying, oh, your prophet slept with a 6-year-old girl. I want to tell you that this is not true, right? Number one, Abu Bakr, the father of Aisha, brought his daughter Aisha and gifted his daughter to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
He gifted him to Muhammad? Her to Muhammad? Fuck. So, you're saying that you can gift someone to someone. I'm gonna try and understand that to be normal, but it's not. And I understand that it's a different culture, because when a friend of mine who is Muslim, he came from the Middle East, told me he was going to marry his cousin. He found that completely normal, and he could not understand why I found that strange. So I'm gonna try and understand it, but the fact that she was 6 is sick.
When she was 6. And she lived there. But Prophet Muhammad didn't touch her. And when she reached the age of puberty, she was 13, only then.
Okay, what you're talking about is this thing. A euphobophile, an adult who's sexually attracted to adolescents. This is what you were talking about. It's still illegal.
Prophet Muhammad developed some intimate relationship with her. Now, one important thing which I mention here is, there is a consent between two parties, and then there is one party forcing other party to do something. Even with consent in the United States of America and in the UK and anywhere else in Europe, one 60-year-old man with mutual consent can sleep with a 19 or 20-year-old girl.
That's because that's legal. When it's a 60-year-old man and a 13-year-old girl, that's deemed as pedophilia because she is under the age of consent. The age of consent in Ireland is 17 years old, so I'm going off of that definition of consent. But she was 13, under the age of consent law. You cannot use this because it's still under the age of consent, which in your definition is 18. You say here, 18 years old, as long as a 60-year-old man and an 18-year-old woman consent, they can have sex legally. That's understandable because they are both over the age of consent. But when one party is under the age of consent and one party is over the age of consent, it doesn't count as consent. It counts as early rape because she cannot think, because her brain is not fully developed and she cannot understand why that she is not meant to have sex under the age of consent.
And that will not be known as molesting or abduction, because she has reached the age of puberty. According to your system,
Just because someone has reached the age of puberty doesn't make them legally be able to consent. They still cannot think rationally at that age.
you have set 18 years at the age of puberty. According to that system 1400 years ago, the age of puberty was different. Now let's ask the nature, the law of nature. The moment a girl starts her menses, monthly cycle, this is the sign from God that now this girl has reached the age of puberty. She can bear a child, right? But that's one thing. When you
Just because she can doesn't mean she should. It's like saying, I can jump out that window and die. But should I? No. I could start to do a mass murder all at once in my school. Am I going to do that? No. Because it's illegal and I shouldn't do it because of morality. Which you seem to lack because you support a child molester.
force somebody to have sex with you, that is a rape. What is it? A rape.
Okay, by your definition, a rape is someone forcibly having sex. Yes. But in the Quran, I'd find that chapter, but that might take too long. And I don't know how to pause the stream. It says, a woman, as long as she does not have a woman who's left, a man whose left hand possesses the woman, she cannot have sex with other men. But it does say a woman possessed by a man's right hand or a slave, he can have sex. She can have sex with other men because she's not married. She is his sex slave.
And whoever does it is a rapist. But where there is a mutual consent between the two partners, it's not a rape. And now, if you have been to that part of the world in the land of Hijaz, those guys eat a lot of stuff which is very hot in nature, like dates and milk and lamb.
Okay, this is where he goes on about how their diet makes them look older. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. I met 13-year-olds who look 20. I met 20-year-olds who look 13. I will admit that. But that's not because the diet they eat. That's because of their genetics. I'm going to skip in a bit here because it's just BS from here on.
The chances are that even a 13-year-old girl will look like 25. Go through the process of...
Just because they look it doesn't make them actually it. It's like, I can look like the Buddha. Does that make me the enlightened one? I can look like Buddha. I can carry around the big sack and the beads around my neck, but does that make me him? No.
growth. And even a 13-year-old girl is like a 25 or 26 years of age of a girl. And some...
By your definition, You can look like something that makes you it. I can look like Budai. I can look like Eamon de Valera. I can look like Ezio. I can look like you. That doesn't make me those people.
Girls, even when they're 20, they look like they're 10. But in the land of Arabia, they use a lot of food that push you towards aging quickly. Number two, what ISIS is doing is brutality. They are rapists. And what they are doing is not, permitted by Quran.
I've read the Quran. Yes, it is. I've just finished the Quran. I can tell you firsthand from reading the Quran from end to end. It does say this in the Quran. It says that if you steal something, you can chop off their hands. It says if they are not Muslim, wage war against them. I've read that in the Quran. Don't try to counteract me. I'll show you my Quran. Here we go.
Not
I can't find the chapter.
permitted by Islam, and it is not permitted by Sunnah. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not do anything like they are doing. Okay, that was my explanation.
Aura TV.
Okay, that was the video. If you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe. Right, comment down below about your opinions on the subject. If you don't, I don't really care. So, bye.